Let's talk about home ownership. For most of us, the idea of owning a home is tied to a sense of security, comfort, and a place to call our own. It's about having 4 sturdy walls, a roof overhead, and of course all the modern conveniences we've come to expect. In America, it's all about the dream house, the white picket fence, and of course reliable indoor plumbing. We picture a neat little yard, a mailbox at the curb, and a bathroom that's just a few steps away. Always ready, always working. We love our pipes, flush, and it's gone. A modern miracle we barely notice. The luxury of clean water on tap and waste that disappears with the push of a button is something we take for granted every single day. Now let's hop over to Bangladesh, where the idea of open-plan living takes on a whole new meaning. Here, your house and the river are basically the same thing. No walls to keep the water out, just a seamless blend of home and nature. Instead of fighting the annual floods, people here built villages that float, entire communities bobbing on the water. When the river rises, so do their homes. It's not just a clever solution. It's a way of life, passed down through generations. Your front yard? It's a river, sometimes with fish, sometimes with a passing cargo ship. Imagine waking up to the gentle rocking of your home, the sound of water lapping at your doorstep, and the sight of neighbors paddling by instead of walking their dogs. This isn't a quirky vacation spot. For millions, home is wherever the current takes them. Life here is shaped by the water. Families cook, sleep, and celebrate on floating platforms, adapting to the river's moods with remarkable ingenuity. Driveways are docks, lawnmowers are paddles, and the biggest worry isn't Wi-Fi, it's making sure your house doesn't float away at night. Instead of garages, there are boats tied up outside, ready for the next journey or errand. It's adaptation at its finest, a masterclass in resilience. When storms hit or the river swells, these communities don't just survive, they thrive, working together to repair, rebuild, and keep their homes afloat. So grab a life jacket. We're diving into Bangladesh's floating villages, where the school run is by canoe, and the corner shop paddles up to your door. Groceries, supplies, even the local doctor all come by boat, making every day an adventure. Here, the only foundation you need is a sturdy boat and a good sense of humor. Laughter echoes across the water, and neighbors are always close, sometimes just a paddle away. Forget what you know about stability. This is a world built on water. Every home is a testament to human creativity, floating on hope, determination, and a little bit of luck. Ready to see what real flexibility looks like? Let's set sail. In Bangladesh, flexibility isn't just a mindset, it's a way of surviving and thriving, no matter what the river brings, because in Bangladesh, home is wherever you can keep afloat. Here, the river is both a challenge and a lifeline, shaping lives in ways most of us can only imagine. Why all the water? Bangladesh is a giant delta where 3 massive rivers, the Ganges, Brahmaputra, and Meghna, merge and spill into the Bay of Bengal. It's a fertile paradise, but when monsoon season hits, a third of the country floods like clockwork. Rivers swell, land disappears, and traditional houses become underwater relics. So people float instead of fight. Floating villages aren't new, they're centuries-old solutions to relentless flooding. These communities have floating farms, schools, and markets, all built to rise and fall with the river. Life here isn't about resisting nature, it's about moving with it. The rhythm of life is set by the water, not the clock. It's a world that redefines what land even means. In Bangladesh, survival means learning to float. Imagine your morning routine, waking up to the gentle sound of water lapping against your walls, sunlight filtering through bamboo slats, and the distant call of boatmen already starting their day. Except here, your house is gently swaying, floating atop the river, and every step you take is a reminder that you live on water, not land. Here the family car is a canoe, and rush hour is a tangle of paddles, laughter, and the occasional friendly shout as neighbors glide past each other on their way to work or school. Fishermen head out at dawn, their boats slicing through the mist, hoping for a good catch before the sun climbs too high. Kids catch the school boat, their uniforms crisp, backpacks slung over shoulders, chattering excitedly as they set off for lessons that float just like their homes. Adults paddle to floating gardens or markets, their daily commute a rhythmic dance with the river's current, balancing baskets of produce or goods. Fields here aren't made of earth, but of rafts, woven from water hyacinth and bamboo, anchored to the riverbed, drifting gently as they grow. Vegetables bob with the current, tended by hands that know how to coax life from water. Shops are boats, floating from house to house, bringing everything from fresh produce to daily essentials. The market is a floating, bustling hub, boats packed with goods, voices calling out prices, and the river alive with commerce and community. Dinner is cooked over a small stove, the aroma of spices mingling with the fresh, earthy scent of the river drifting through open windows. The scent of curry mixes with river air, promising warmth and comfort after a long day spent on the water. Homework happens by the soft glow of a kerosene lamp, the gentle rocking of the house making every lesson a little adventure. Textbooks sway with the waves, pages fluttering as if the river itself is eager to learn. Life is always in motion, a daily dance with the water, where every moment is shaped by the river's rhythm and flow. The grind is real, but here, it flows. Work, play, and rest, all carried by the current, each day a new journey. Every day is a balancing act, literally, requiring steady feet and a steady heart as you navigate life on water. Welcome to the commute where you can't forget your paddle, and where the river is both your road and your neighbor. Picture yourself in suburban Texas. The morning sun is already blazing as you step out of your air-conditioned house and into your SUV. You crank up the AC, tune the radio to your favorite station, and steel yourself for the daily ritual, battling bumper-to-bumper traffic on endless highways. The world outside is a blur of concrete, billboards, and brake lights stretching as far as the eye can see. Your biggest worries on this commute? Maybe it's the creeping road rage as you inch forward, or the disappointment of a lukewarm coffee that's spilled on your lap. You're surrounded by strangers, each sealed in their own metal bubble, isolated from one another by tinted glass and the hum of engines. Now, let's travel halfway across the world to Bangladesh. Here, the commute begins not with the turn of a key, but with the gentle push of a hand-carved boat into the river. You grip a paddle, feeling the smooth wood worn by generations, and join a living current of neighbors, fishermen, and ducks gliding across the water. There are no engines roaring, no cup holders for your coffee, just the rhythmic splash of oars and the quiet knowledge of the river's moods. Every movement is powered by muscle, guided by an understanding of the shifting currents and hidden sandbanks. The hazards you face aren't flat tires or fender benders, but sudden storms that sweep across the water, or fishing nets that tangle beneath the surface. The river can change in an instant, demanding respect and quick thinking. Here, traffic jams take the form of stubborn headwinds, and navigation is a skill passed down through families. Children learn to read the river as soon as they can walk, and every journey is a lesson in teamwork and tradition. The destinations are as unique as the journey itself, floating markets bustling with life, or lush farms nestled along the riverbanks. Instead of office cubicles, you arrive at places where community and commerce blend seamlessly with nature. Personal space is a luxury you quickly forget. On these boats, you're shoulder to shoulder with your neighbors, sharing stories, laughter, and sometimes even the rain. There's no rolling up the window to escape the world. Instead, you share the journey, the water, and the weather. Every ripple and every drop of rain connects you to those around you. In Bangladesh, the commute isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's about connection, about being part of something larger than yourself, a community that moves together, faces challenges together, and celebrates together. Every paddle stroke is a reminder that you're part of a living, breathing ecosystem. The river sustains life, and in return, you learn to respect its rhythms and its power. Here, the goal isn't to shave minutes off your commute, but to stay afloat, literally and figuratively. Balance, patience, and awareness are your most valuable tools. The river is the road, and everyone is in it together. Each boat, each person is part of a larger flow, moving in harmony or sometimes in gentle chaos. It's a commute that keeps you grounded even as you float. The river reminds you of your place in the world, small but connected to something vast and vital. In Bangladesh, the journey is as important as the destination. Every day on the river is a new story, a shared adventure, and a reminder that sometimes the best way to travel is together. How do you keep kids in school when the classroom is underwater half the year? In Bangladesh, the answer is simple. Build schools that float. Nonprofits like Shidulai Swanarvar Sangstha turned riverboats into mobile classrooms, bringing education straight to students' doors. These boats have benches, whiteboards, and even solar panels for lights and laptops. They double as libraries and clinics, serving the whole community. Floating schools mean floods can't stop learning, especially for girls who are often first to miss out. It's a powerful message. Education is essential, rain or shine. These boats are more than classrooms. They're beacons of hope. When the world floods, Bangladesh keeps teaching. That's resilience floating on water. Living on water takes practical genius. Farming, they build floating gardens, rafts of water hyacinth layered with compost, growing vegetables that rise and fall with the floods. Livestock, multi-level coops for ducks and chickens, raised shelters for goats. Every inch of space is used, up, down, and sideways. Sanitation, simple latrines, composting, and clever use of river currents. Waste becomes compost or is carried away by strong flows. These aren't high-tech fixes. They're time-tested, sustainable solutions. It's a holistic system: home, farm, and community, all designed to thrive on water. Every adaptation is about harmony with the river, not fighting it. It's resilience, built from necessity and ingenuity. In Bangladesh, survival is a team effort. Here, thriving means learning to float, together. Food here is as fresh as it gets, straight from river or floating garden to plate. Fish is the star. Hilsa, rohu, catfish, whatever the day's catch brings. Meals are simple: fried fish with turmeric and chili, rice and fresh veggies from the garden. Curries like masher jol are staples, using whatever's in season. Floating markets offer snacks like jalmuri and sweet pitha, all sold boat to boat. The market is a social hub. Your cafe is a canoe, your barista paddles up. Nothing is wasted. Leftovers feed ducks or fertilize gardens. The diet is sustainable, local, and deeply connected to the river. No processed foods, no long supply chains, just what the water provides. Here, every meal is a celebration of survival and community. Life isn't all work. These villages know how to celebrate. Festivals turn the river into a stage: boat races, music, and color everywhere. Nuka Beach, the traditional boat race, is a highlight. Teams paddle furiously, crowds cheer from the banks. Religious festivals and weddings happen on boats, with flotillas replacing car parades. The river becomes a social space filled with laughter and music. These celebrations strengthen community bonds and bring joy, even in tough times. Festivals are anchors, reminders of identity and resilience. Even when the ground shifts, the spirit stays strong. In Bangladesh, joy floats. So what can we learn from Bangladesh's floating villages? Not to trade our houses for boats, but to rethink resilience and adaptation. While we try to control nature, they've learned to live with it. Floating farms, mobile schools, and a water-based economy. Their creativity comes from necessity, not luxury. It's a humbling reminder: our problems are often just inconveniences. Next time you're stuck in traffic, think of the commuters paddling to work. The floating villages are more than a curiosity. They're a lesson in human ingenuity. When life gives you water, build a world that floats.